Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done. The Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program. Saving eyes, saving lives.
Whether it's raining or whether it's sunny, there's one thing that you can depend on, and that is every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock on VOB 92.9 FM. It's time for 15 sugar-free minutes with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program in partnership with the Barbados Community Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. It's Peter, boys. Morning to Larry and morning to all the Saturday morning listeners who are tuned in. You are about to hear 15 of the healthiest minutes you will hear on your radio probably for the entire week. 15 minutes that will be especially relevant to you if you are a diabetic. And that is why we have the Maria Holder Diabetes Center located up there in Warren, St. Michael, specially designed with diabetics in mind. Your one-stop diabetic shop with a range of diabetic services. You can be seen by diabetic specialists, nurses, nutritionists, psychologists, and podiatrists. And you will be hearing from some of these healthcare professionals right inside of this radio show. So don't touch that dial. And as we said before, you know this show is especially designed with diabetics in mind. But supposing you aren't diabetic, but you are pre-diabetic. You've gone to the doctor has done all the checks and diagnosed and informed you, I'm afraid you are pre-diabetic. You know there's some things that you can do to reverse that process and stop you from becoming diabetic? That is also what the Maria Holder Diabetes Center is there for. Not only for diabetics, but also if you are pre-diabetic. So if that is you, call this number now. 243-3937 because the Maria Holder Diabetes Center can help you to reverse that process. In fact, they will start from this morning itself. We are going to go to nutritionist with the Diabetes Center, Miss Victoria Cox, to hear what you can do when you hear that you are pre-diabetic.
When it comes to pre-diabetes, I think something that we want people to know is that progression to diabetes is not inevitable, and there are things that can be done lifestyle and diet-wise to help someone who has blood work diagnostic of pre-diabetes to return to blood work that is no longer diagnostic of pre-diabetes. So, there are things that can be put into place, things that can be changed to prevent progression towards diabetes, and even for that person to go back to their doctor next time and realize that, hey, they no longer would be considered to have pre-diabetes based upon their blood work at that time. So there are things that, like I said, can be put into place, both from a diet perspective and exercise. From a diet point of view, working with a dietitian obviously can, help somebody who's been diagnosed with pre-diabetes change their overall eating patterns, often when it comes to changing perhaps their carbohydrate intake. So looking at the fiber content of their carbohydrates, the portions of their carbohydrates or starches, the glycemic index of their starch or carbohydrate of choice. So shifting, making replacements for higher fiber options is definitely something that I would look at in a pre-diabetes situation. So choosing high fiber starches at all meals, moderating portions of those starches, being sure to balance meals with lean protein and high fiber vegetables. Definitely assessing someone's beverage intake can be a big help as well. So of course, tackling the sugar-sweetened beverages. So a lot of it comes down to sort of overall healthy eating practices. If somebody is interested in losing weight and, they are overweight or obese, then that can also, make a significant difference as well as far as helping from a pre-diabetes point of view. So of course, making dietary changes to facilitate weight loss is something else that a dietitian can help someone with, all in the efforts to prevent progression towards diabetes. And of course, then there's the exercise piece, which is, basically you can think of as going hand in hand with the diet to help break that pre-diabetes into diabetes cycle.
Thank you, nutritionist Victoria Cox. So if you are listening listening and the doctor has told you that you are pre-diabetic, call the Maria Holder Diabetes Center at 243-3937 so that they can help you reverse the process. And if you are diabetic, you can call that same number, 243-3937, to have your eyes checked for diabetic retinopathy. Yesterday, Friday, was the last for the screenings at Sky Mall, but you can call and make an appointment to have it done at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. But you might be asking,
but how often a diabetic gotta get the eyes checked for diabetic retinopathy?
Well, let's hear from Dr. Charles Spears of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program.
We're trying to emphasize again that people need to come and have annual checks to see if there are any changes related to diabetes in their eyes. And we're trying to pick those changes up before they cause problems. So before you start noticing any change in your vision or any other problems with your eyes, we can pick up these diabetic changes and act on it, whether that's going to need treatment, referral, or closer monitoring.
So call that number now, 243-3937, to make that appointment to get your eyes screened. And BART members get 10% off. You know we can't forget that, because we like we discounts. Keep listening to this radio show to hear when and where the next outreach program will be. We also want to remind you that a dedicated vascular department will soon be added to the services of the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Like very soon, before the cat lick your ear, it can be ready. You know, when you got problems in your feet and thing, what people refer to as bad circulation, well, the doctors call it PAD. You know what's PAD? I don't know neither. So for more on this, we go to consultant cardiologist Dr. Remy Soyombo.
My name is Dr. Soyombo, and it's a pleasure to be with you again today. And today we're going to be talking about PAD, or peripheral arterial disease. When we say the term cardiovascular disease, we mean not just diseases of the heart, but also the vascular system, namely the blood vessels. Peripheral arterial disease, shortened as PAD, and also known as peripheral vascular disease, or PVD, is a form of cardiovascular diseases because it affects the blood vessels. I hear people all the time say, I got circulation problems. Now, this is a non-specific term for diseases of the blood vessels. However, this could mean diseases of the arteries, which are the tubes which carry blood and oxygen to the legs, or diseases of the veins, which carry blood away from the legs. And it is important to understand and to ask your doctor which one you have, as they are very different disease processes. But today, I am only talking about diseases of the arteries, or PAD. So what is PAD? PAD is usually caused by a buildup of fatty deposits in the walls of the leg arteries. The fatty deposits, medical term being atheroma, are made up of cholesterol and other waste substances. The buildup of these fatty deposits on the walls of the arteries makes the arteries narrow and restrict blood flow and oxygen from going to the legs. This process is called atherosclerosis. PAD by itself is not immediately life-threatening, but the process of atherosclerosis that causes it can lead to serious and potentially fatal problems because it is the same process that occurs in the heart and in the brain and can lead to heart attacks and strokes. So to reiterate and summarize, what this means is that having PAD makes you more likely to have or to develop other forms of cardiovascular diseases such as heart attacks, heart failure, or strokes.
Thank you, Dr. Soyombo, for enlightening us on what is PAD. So if you are listening and you're interested in vascular screening, you can give the Maria Holder Diabetes Center a call at 243-3937 to get more information and to make an appointment. As you hear the music in the background of Dr. Anthony Gabby Carter, you might be who I'm saying,
Wait, he played Gabby very much. He played Gabby last week. No, he back playing Gabby again.
But I wanted to play a song and dedicate it to all the doctors at the Maria Holder Diabetes Center, Dr. Soyombo, Dr. Diane Bradford, Dr. Charles Pierce, and also the staff like Renee, Nurse Tracy, Podiatrist Tony, Dietitian Victoria, who all work together to make the Maria Holder Diabetes Center the epitome of medical excellence when it comes to diabetic care in Barbados. So for all of them, a song from a different kind of doctor, Dr. Gabby Carter, with a song that's guaranteed to make you move your feet this Saturday morning. flowing and help your circulation. This is Dr. Cassandra.
I was feeling ill when I get my house call from Dr. Cassandra. Why she give me pain, now me whole body feeling better than ever. She gave me one injection in my midsection, I didn't have to pay. Then she gave me something and tell me swallow fever gone right away. One injection in my midsection, I didn't have to pay. Then she gave me something and tell me swallow fever gone right away. When you're coming back, Santa, when you're coming to give me medicine.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better.
When you're coming back, Santa, when you're coming to give me medicine.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better.
And this is
Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243 Eyes 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done. The Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program.
I'm your doctor. I'm your
I said,
doctor.
doctor, please come up quick because I can't bear it no longer.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better.
Only you could ease our palpitating and cool down the pressure.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you
She say, how you expect to feel better when you in such a hurry? I got two mind to stop the treatment, give you a year in your body. You, when you're coming back, Santa, when you're coming to give me medicine.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better. Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better.
She
I'm your doctor. I'm your doctor.
She took my head, she took my day, she took my head, she took my day, she took.
I'm your doctor.
She said, "Bye for now, boy, I have to fulfill another appointment. All you need is rest, and in no time at all you conquer the ailment." She said, "Take the medicine twice a day, that is the dose I should get. I follow instruction to my surprise, my body fit like a jet." She said, "Take the medicine twice a day, that is the dose I should get. I follow instruction to my surprise, my body fit like a jet." I say, when you're coming back, Sandra, when you're coming to give me medicine.
Be quiet, boy, I'm your doctor. I'm come here to make you better.
For a long time, I was prolonging not to have my eyes. I went to get an eye screening. I checked for a long time, but because of I had a cataract operation 5 years ago at the hospital, and then when I would go to the hospital, because of the amount of people that goes to the clinic there, you don't always get special attention. And just about a couple months ago, Diabetes Foundation, they had called me, Dr. Prophet, send the message that they were doing the eye screening program, and I went and I had my eyes done. Both me and my fiance, and I can say that I was well satisfied with what they did with the result. Right now the cataract is under control, so I would say yes, that is very good. It's very good for diabetics.
The Maria Holder Diabetes Center, with their diabetic eye screening program, offers a standard of service that equals or surpasses any you might receive internationally. And very soon, there will be a dedicated vascular department added that will be the centerpiece of a new national preventative campaign that will highlight the discovery of early circulatory problems in the limbs and extremities of at-risk persons. So if you are diabetic and listening to your radio right now, you need to make an appointment and get your eyes screened. You can reach them by calling 417-0305 or 243-3937 to make that appointment. The last 15 minutes you heard on your radio was brought to you with the compliments of the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program in partnership with the Barbados Community Foundation and the Maria Holder Diabetes Center. Until next time, take care of your eyes.
Did you know nearly 1 in 5 adults in Barbados have diabetes? Did you know diabetes is one of the leading causes of vision loss in the world? Regular eye screening can save your eyes. Contact the Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program today at 243-3937 to find out how you get your simple digital eye screening done. The Barbados Diabetic Eye Screening Program. Saving eyes, saving lives.